Okay, so boys and girls, welcome to your grade level link. And to get started designing our project, here is what we're going to use. We're going to use a pair of scissors. We're going to use some envelopes like this here. And if you don't have envelopes at home, I can give them to you in school, and that way you can create the project. And if you're at home and you happen to have some laying around, just ask mom or dad and they can give them to you. And it doesn't matter what size it is. I just happen to have the smaller ones like this. You can use those to get started, okay? And I'm also going to use a little bit of tape here. Now, I also can use a glue stick if I need one, or maybe a stapler or something to use to connect these together. So I might try it two ways. I might try it with some tape, and I may try it with some glue, just so that way I can see how it's gonna look, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna construct a shirt using the paper. So it's not as complicated as it seems, and let me pan you down to show you, okay? So you're gonna take two envelopes. This envelope will be the front of the shirt, and this envelope will be the back, okay? So put them together like that, so you have a front and a back. And I'm gonna take some tape and I'm gonna use my eyeball and measure the length of the tape that I need and just rip it on both sides, right? Just like that. So I'm gonna put half of the tape on the front. Just like that. I'll hold it up so you can see it. I know it's a little hard to see. But you see how I put half of the tape on the front? And when I put this back to back like that, oops. By the way, make the back of the envelope, the part that opens, put that inside so you don't see it, okay? Oops. And now just take the tape and flip it onto the other envelope and go like that too. And look what that did. It created a front and a back. Now, I'm going to take this envelope and watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let me move you down like that, okay? So I'm gonna take this piece that I just made, and if you have some extra overhang here, guys, you could just clip it. Okay? Pretty easy, right? So again, the envelopes are just stuck on the side. All right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this piece, because this is gonna create the arms. So if these envelopes go up and down, which is called vertically, this piece is going to go horizontally. Horizontally goes side to side. And that word horizontal comes from the word horizon, because the earth goes like this and the sun rises over the horizon line. So because the horizon line goes this way on the earth, this is called horizontal. So I'm gonna lay it so it is halfway up. And you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'll take a little bit of tape and just tape that on like that. Okay? And just flip it over. So look what I did. I taped and I flipped, right? And it's just hanging there. It's a little weird. So I'm gonna take a little bit of tape on the front. And I'll turn it around and put a little tape on this piece that's hanging like that. Okay. So do you see how I started to make the beginning of a shirt? Now, what I can do is I can take, let me grab a pen. Let me see if I have some here for you guys. I have a pencil, I'll use that. How's that? Okay. Now up here is where the head has to poke through. Okay. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna draw. Do you see what I did? I drew a little letter U. And I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna cut the letter U. Look at that. It just started to create the shape of a shirt. Pretty cool, right? So what I want to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of tape, and because this envelope is bent in half, right? I want the arms to be closed under here, right? So I'm just going to take a little tape and almost like putting a Band-Aid on. See what I did? I just put tape going under the folded envelope. Do this side. Okay. Pretty easy, right? Now, to get this to have a little bit of dimension, I can just kind of go in and push it apart, and I can puff it up a little bit. And the reason why we're using the envelopes is just so you're really working with a couple pieces of paper at one time, and it kind of just makes it a little bit stronger. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a cup like this here, and I can give you this in school, or if you have one at home, you can just, you know, little plastic cup. And I'm just gonna lay that inside, and what that does is it allows me to stand the shirt up. So now this is all ready to be designed. So what I want to do is I want to start thinking about, what do I want this shirt to look like? What color do I want it to be? Does it have a pattern like the shirt I designed with the little black triangles on it? Does it have stripes? Is it made out, is it a t-shirt? Do I want to cut the arms so it has a tank top look? Do I want to maybe clip this here? I just want to show you guys. You can trim this a bit to make a V-neck. A V-neck looks like this. And by the way, if you have a shirt that looks like this on top, that's called a crew neck. But we're gonna get into all that stuff next week. So this is the beginning part of the project, which is to construct the framework for the So just to repeat, you take the two envelopes, put them back to back, just tape them down the sides, take your third envelope, fold it horizontally, just like that. This dude gets plopped on top, tape it across to hold it, tape under his little armpit, get a plastic cup, and lay it on top. Pretty easy, right? I'm super excited to get started with you. I think this is gonna be a really fun project. And now that we know how we're kind of meeting together to make art, I will see you in school, I will see you at home, and I will see you on my website. So if you ever want to go back and revisit the lesson, you can click on your grade level link where you are now, and you can review what to do. You can also go back to the main page on my website and watch the introduction video again. So I hope you had fun. Keep this with you and be thinking about your ideas, and we will link up next week to continue our design project. Have a great day, boys and girls, and I will see you soon.